Hi everybody, it's Julie. Today we are making snippets for our November No Buy Junk Journal challenge. We need to make at least a 12-inch snippet. I'm going to be using book pages for the base, but first I want to go ahead and I want to cut out and make some stamps. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this while I cut it. Next, we're going to go ahead and put all of these onto a paper so that we have an edge around them to cut them out and make them into a stamp. So the Patreons will get a copy of this page that they'll be able to use without having to cut them out and put them on paper. They'll already have the stamps ready. And here is the page that I have made. We're just going to cut out a couple of these. I'm going to use my postage scissors. So we're just making a few little things that we can add to our snippet, and I think they're going to be a lot of fun. But then at the same time, this page, I'll have it and I can use it for all the other Christmas. I can go ahead and I don't cancel them on here. I cancel them on whatever I'm putting them on, or like for this one, since it's going on a snippet, I will probably, unless I attach it to a page and make it look like it got ripped off an envelope, I'll just cancel it right here on this. Okay, so there, that gives me a couple of them, one with the poinsettia. Can use the smaller images also. So I have those. And now we're going to move on to a couple of other little things that I want to have ready to add. And I'm going to go ahead and pull off some music off my wrapping paper here. It's getting, look, it's getting down. I love this wrapping paper. Okay, so I have this here, and I'm gonna pull out the lace that I've been using. So again, this is the His and Hers lace from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to want a couple of pieces of that. And then I have some buttons over here. So some buttons. And I'm just going to go ahead and rip this. This gives me a paper backing. There is a pen mark right there. Then I'll have my lace. And on top of the lace, I will have a button. And this button will match the Christmas in the Woods stuff that I've been doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull my string through. Not all the way. And rather than tying a knot back here, I'm going to tie the two pieces together, so I don't have two knots, I just have one knot. Okay, and then I'm just gonna tie it. Now when I glue this down, I'm gonna make sure that I have glue on the thread right there, but that gives me a really cute little embellishment, and I have made several already and have them ready. Okay, and then I have another piece that I want to do, and what I have here is I do like to use junk in my junk journals. So this is from Tomatoes on the Vine, and it is some netting, and I have to hide this. Lucy likes to chew on this. She's found it twice when I have put it in places in in my craft room. I don't know about that cat. She is a silly cat. Okay, so it does not need to be that big. Right now it's doubled here, but that's okay. So there's that. I think I do want lace with it also. Okay, so we'll put that behind, the lace on top, like that, and a green button. Okay, and you can add other things in here if you want to, but I'm thinking that that's going to be good for this particular one. I am on the double hole. I'm gonna go through it twice. Hope you can see that. It's like getting used to a new camera angle and everything. So I want to make sure that you know that today we'll be live at 1 o'clock. We are bringing back cards. If you are familiar with that, you're probably a little excited. I have things set up for that. So if you remember how that works, yay. Yes, and I have an announcement that we'll be doing. Oh, look, I didn't get on the, well, you know, maybe it's not supposed to have lace. The other ones I didn't have lace. Just put a little bit back there. Okay, there we go. So isn't that cute? So we have some of those. I think that will be really, really fun. Okay, so I did some like this. I did a variety of them. Okay. And the one that we just did, I did one on a punch, something that was already punched out. So this gives me these to add in. Plus I did some real tiny ones. Okay, so those I have ready. Yay. Okay, so the other thing is I thought, you know, these are small enough to go on a snippet. And let's see, we have one of the teeny tiny little white Santas. And go ahead and glue him on here. Okay, I also have fabric pieces, a variety of things to add. So these, I thought you could just go ahead and come in and put one of these around a button. Okay, so those were a couple of the things that I thought would be fun to add. We'll be able to throw in like some doily scrap that we have here. So let's get that ready. We'll have some more of this scrap that we can use. We also have these that we've been using. We have 2 of the gold stars left. We have a whole pile of sequins over here. I know what else I wanted to do. I wanted to do a couple of tickets. So here we have a couple of tickets. And I thought we could go ahead and put washi on them. I did pull out my box of Christmas washi, so it's out so I can use it. Okay, so just that's kind of cool. This is the Christmas washi, and it stays in, it's in anything in a black box like this, it stays in the house. There we go. Okay, so that gives me a couple of tickets. Let's go ahead and cut off another couple pieces of lace. If I don't use them for this, I can use them for something else. So now I have this, this random thing here. So we've got this lace that we can add. One of my favorite things right there. A little red bird. A red ribbon. And we have some of this. We happen to have our pinking shears. These are my fabric pinking shears. And they were given to me in a trunk full of amazing goodies a few years ago. There is a haul video somewhere of that amazing haul. Okay, so there's these. These could also, I mean, you could do buttons on the patchwork. So let's go ahead and pull out our book page, because that's what I'm going to use this time. I've got basically mostly clear. I'm thinking 2 inch, yeah. Okay, and 2 inch. Okay, the other thing that I would want to add to this is some wrapping paper that I'm using, and I have some words from Tim Holtz. This is from a Tim Holtz paper pad. We're going to be making a fun journal out of this. Hopefully very soon. As soon as I finish the challenge journal. Okay. And this is sentences. Okay. But it'll be nice to have these. I'm just going to keep them in a little jar here. Okay. So that's going to give me a good amount. So I have these that I can add from our paper scrap box. I think that should be, oh, we've been using this box of things. So this is from this weekend. Oh, here's a ticket from that I made once. Once upon a time I made that little ticket. Snippets I think are best after you know, you've made some stuff and you've got some pieces of things that you can use. Oh, here's some music. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces, and we'll go ahead and start laying some things out. So I think for a base, some of the green, because I am using that. I think some of the wrapping paper. So we're going to go ahead and put these 2 pieces together. Our snippet needs to be at least 12 inches. We're going to go ahead and get an idea of our layout. Like I said, I'm going to start with a base, and I'm going to go ahead and commit to it. Oh, you know what? We can use glue stick. Okay, so we're going to move this down. We can go ahead and start putting it on. And I went with, what did I do? 2 inches. I can work on top of. No rhyme or reason, just putting it down. Kind of on the, if I have an edge though, I'm putting it on the edge. Oh, like this one. We'll put this right on the edge. Okay, so there's that. And then I think we can go ahead, let's bring in these stamps, but I do want to cancel them. You know what? We can go ahead and put this on. You can decide if you want to allow it to go off the page or not. post both of those. Cancel both of those. Those are canceled. They're done. Okay, now looking at what we've got, let's go ahead and get a couple of these in here. And everybody's going to have their own way of doing these things. So just know that you can do it however you want to do it. Okay, there's that. Now we have the button. Remember, we wanted to make sure we got some over the string. Okay, so there's one. I want to use this one in my Christmas in the Woods. So this one is kind of fun. Oh, let's turn our music so it's in the right direction. Okay, so there's that and that. You can also bring out some washi. Add some washi. I think I'll put the bird here. So I pulled out a Reader's Digest, and I think that's what I'm going to use for my the journal that we're making for 5 Days of Christmas, because it does have a cardinal cover. Okay, this was part of 5 Days of Christmas. Oh, we have a gold star. It's gonna stick. It needs some sticky. We'll put that up there for another. Okay, this needs something coming out of the top of it. So do you do your whole snippet, or do you start at one side and just move along? Because that's another, obviously, another way of doing it. Like I said, there is many ways of doing all the different things. Kind of like Noel. How about we do Noel here? Okay. And I'm going back and forth between my glues. If you were here the other day when I had the emergency, everything is okay. So it was come here quick. Okay, so this was from one of the cards, and so it says a very happy Christmas, and so I can put that on there. I think we'll have it go up. We have this little piece of music. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and we'll put it on fast forward as I add some more things here. Okay, let's clean off the desk and take a look at what we've got. And here we go. This is what I have. I have a couple more things I want to do to it real quick. So let's go ahead. I have this. I have some red. And I have a piece of baker's twine or two. Okay, so let's go ahead and, okay, so I'm thinking I can go ahead and let's find one of the buttons. I think this button, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap this around a couple times, come back and tie it in a bow. It might be easier to come across here and bring Santa out in front of this. Okay, and then tie my bow. I have more string than I thought I had. Okay, so we're gonna tie this right here. And then I want to make sure that the bow isn't going anywhere, so I'll use some fabric tack right there. Okay, so I like that. Like that. We've got a little bow going on there. Then we've got this pretty gold. And I'm thinking over here, I'm going to just tie some on there. I'm using the bow to help, or the button. Okay, so that's going to give me, let's go ahead, we'll just tie this one in a knot. I'm going to go ahead and give it a fluff at the end. Okay. And I want to make sure you double tie it. Okay, so there's that. And that ended up, okay, so we have fluff at the end of both of those. Okay, so next I'm going to add some red ribbon. And similar to what we did before, we're going to go underneath this guest check piece. We're going to wrap the ribbon around the snippet. And we're having a little trouble up there with the bird material. We're going to go ahead and wrap it around. And then we are going to tie a bow. And so this gives us another element in the middle of the snippet that I think will be really pretty. So with the bow tied, we're now going to go ahead and snip the edges of the ribbon off. I'll save those. And I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put glue on the back just to help those pieces, those strings stay in place as things, as you know, they may become a pocket or something like that, and we don't want these strings to move around. I'm going to put a couple of book page strips underneath the snippet so that it doesn't stick to the table. So I have my 2 stars left on here. Let's go ahead and use them on. Then I can put the silver ones into the pink Christmas stuff. Okay. Yeah, put it with this, a very Merry Christmas. Okay, so those are going in right over there with my pink Christmas stuff. And then the one other thing I wanted to add was a sequin using the safety pin. I think we'll add it right here. Yeah, we'll put it through the paper. Okay, so let's give it some help. I'm going to use my pokey tool to help me get through the paper there. Okay, so there's in and back up and out. Close the little, there we go. Okay, and that is my snippet. So it's longer than 12 inches, so I definitely did that part. So remember on the bottom, I used book page, and then I have the green paper and the wrapping paper on the base, and then we layered from there. We used a doily, some washi. There's the baker's twine bow. Here's one of the little button things that we made at the beginning of the video. We have a ticket that was in my stash. Here's part of that bunting, some fabric, some lace, another one. This is the button that we made in the beginning of the video. I added a sequin stapled onto a piece from a guest check. Here's our stamp that we made. We canceled it, added the gold. Some music up here, some more of the guest check. Doily, there's some of the lace. And that was from Amore Fabrics from quite a while ago. Then a ribbon tie here, some one of my little red bird fabrics, another one of the buttons. We just did the safety pin with the sequin, a ticket. Here's the black are all words from that Tim Holtz paper. This was a tag that was in my scrap box. This right here was from the 5 Days of Christmas when I did the page on the old paper, which is like tissue paper. Some more washi, doily, banner. There's fabric behind there. Another stamp that's been canceled. Some of my favorite gold trim. And this came from the yarn section a while back. Banner, another one of the buttons, and some lace. So there it is, and it's ready. It can be divided into pockets. It can go onto the edge of a page. There's all kinds of things that you can do with these. You can just turn it into a cluster, just ripping it or cutting it in the right spot. So watch for that. This is for the November No Buy Junk Journal Challenge. And this was our S snippet. And what all did we use? We used a ticket. We used lace, fabric, canceled stamps, even though they're not real ones, but there you go. And book pages. Yes, that was the main thing. Our base was book pages. Okay, remember today at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I have a live craft with me video. We will be playing with the digital kit that the Patreons received. This was to be their craft with me, and they wanted to invite all of you to join us. So I will be making a gift idea with this. Actually, a no-sew junk journal that you can make as a gift or for yourself. And we do have the return of cards. If you have been around for a while, you're going to know what that means. And I'm pretty excited to have them come back. And I also have a big announcement during that video. Oh, tomorrow is the 5 Days of Christmas collab. Here's day 3. This is what we're going to be working with for day 3. Okay, day 3 tomorrow. Yay! And you can still join us. The details video for the 5-day collab is in the description box down below. The details video for the November No Buy Junk Journal Challenge is in the description box down below. We're having a great time. We'd love to have you join us. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you at 1, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.